What's up, Coach?
What's your guys' mindset going down there with, I think you're locked into the 9, but haven't won a road game. I mean, what's the feeling when you go in there?
They were off yesterday. I was supposed to go recruiting, and the weather kind of messed that up. And so, but I was around yesterday, and the couple that I saw seemed good. They're over here now. Guys are in there working out, getting treatment. I think if Texas wins, I think we can be the 8th seed, I guess. If we win and Oklahoma State loses and Texas finished 3rd, I think that's right. Just because we'd have a split with Texas, and Texas would have swept Oak State. I think that, Oak State. So, but we're in that 8-9 game, which, K-State, obviously it's senior day, very good defensively. You watch them play Kansas, turn them over 10 times in a half. And so we're going to have to play well. They beat West Virginia over there. They beat Oklahoma over there. Played good last night. I mean, it's a real competitive game. Kansas was really competitive. Came down the last 5 minutes. And so we need to get some momentum going to Kansas City because it's a place we've played well.
What's the prognosis for, what is the outlook on Mike's ankle? And I think Rasir banged his head on the ground maybe?
Yeah, I mean, no concussion with Rasir. I think he's good, ready to go. Mike's going to be out today, with the ankle, and should be back tomorrow. But right now, today, he's out.
What can you take from the defense? I mean, we all asked the same question in the second half last week. Are you positive? Are you confident that the team can carry that over to Saturday?
The second half against West Virginia? Yeah, I hope so. I mean, they competed the right way. Offensively, we were good. The ball moved well. We attacked the basket. I thought we played really hard. I thought there was a stretch. It was 60 all. Then we had 4 or 5 bad possessions, turnovers. We didn't get shots at the basket, and then we put them on the line with free throws. By fouling, and they got free throws. They got separation, but then it's, Rasir gets to the basket and, gets fouled and has a chance to get an and one to make a free throw tie the game at 73, and it didn't happen. But they competed really well second half. I was proud of the way they really competed, and I would love to bottle that up for 40 minutes and obviously get some momentum going to Kansas City.
You had talked maybe a week or 2 ago now about how you guys were changing practice and trying to rebuild the fundamentals. What's that process kind of look like over the intervening time?
A lot of one-on-one, a lot of 2-on-2, a lot of 3-on-3. Just really trying to get them to compete and guard the ball and play hard in the half court, a little bit in the full court, but not as much scout-driven. Now we'll do Kansas State's actions today, and we'll walk through all their stuff and watch film and all that stuff. But from a practice standpoint, it's a little bit shorter, but it's all a lot of just putting them in positions where it's got to be a little bit tougher for them to guard the ball. Number one.
Are you seeing dividends from that yet, or is that still?
Yeah, I think we've had some good practice. I think they've competed well for the most part. I think it's really just a mindset. I think West Virginia, our mindset in the second half was really good. It's just something you got to do every day. Those are situations as we go forward, we got to continue to put them in every single day, and you got to answer the bell. Defensively, we just haven't been where we needed to be this year.
Do you anticipate Michael play Saturday?
Yeah. He'll be.
He came back
this
in.
is more precaution.
Yeah, that's right.
Just to try to get them out of the ball.
What have you seen from the progression of some of the young guys, sophomores, freshmen, the last month? Because Prentice said, he's mentioned it a couple times, both within a game he's seen them not fold, and he's seen them maybe after a tough loss not fold. How have you seen them?
Yeah, I think I saw something they put out today about Trey over the last 5 games. Shot the ball well. Assist to turnover ratios almost 4-1, which is terrific for him. I think he's done some good things. Grown up a lot since kind of December. And you see Caleb. The way he competed against TCU and fought and made tough plays. I think both those guys have done some good things, to give you a lot of confidence going forward in the spring as we get there.
Given Tyrese, let's assume something happened. What would have happened where would you be right now if the NCAA did not grant Rasir's immediate eligibility? Who would have, given, and Tyrese is still hurt, where would you do at the point? Who would be in there?
I'd play it.
Yeah.
I don't know. you gave. I mean, that's a scenario where Tyrese is hurt. Rasir, who cares? You know,
I was just trying to get what Rasir's meant to your team this year.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah. Just ask that. I mean, Trey would play it. You know what I mean? I mean, Trey would play it. But Rasir, I thought he was terrific in the second half yesterday. I thought he was really good. I thought he was great in the ball screens. I thought he really attacked the basket. I thought he finished, you know, made free throws. There's without a question, if you take Tyrese out of the equation and you don't have Rasir, that'd be a huge impact on our team. You know, his ability, I mean, he's really, when you take Tyrese out of the fold, he's our number one guy to make plays with the ball and with the ball in his hands. And so when you're playing against the Oklahoma States, the West Virginias, Texas Tech, you gotta have the floor spread. Really, even now, it's everybody leaves. Baylor, Kansas, Texas Tech, you gotta be able to spread them and drive them. And you gotta have multiple ball handlers to do that. But I thought Prentice played really well against West Virginia. I mean, to be honest, I would be Prentice. You know, if I had to, Prentice would, you know, you put Prentice at the 1 and Trey at the 2, and then, you know, Caleb at the 3, and you just kind of go from there. You know, but I can't. You know, there's so many ifs there to where. But Rasir's been, you know, offensively has been really good for us.
This is maybe a bad comparison, if it is, tell me, but with Rasir, is his situation similar at all with freshman Lindell in that you see flashes of him, like you said, where he's really good, but you can see where if that gets better 5%, that gets better 5%, you're talking about a whole another level of play.
Yeah, I'm excited to sit down with him in the spring, watch a lot of tape of him and other guys that I've coached. And just say, all right, here's what you did really well, but this is what I envision for you. And if you can get those couple things corrected, and it's not a lot, but it's 3 or 4 things that you gotta, and that's not a lot of things. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's because it's little things, and then it show from an offensive and a defensive standpoint to where you can, your numbers look good right now, but now you can really impact it and really take it to another level. Which is going to help everybody. It's going to help you as you go forward. But there's no question about that. I mean, if he can clean up some things, he could take a big step going into his junior year.
Obviously, every game is different. Have you seen a common thread as to why the road wins haven't happened for you guys?
I mean, I think you look at, TCU. I mean, we really responded going to TCU, after the Florida A&M loss. And man, the last 40 seconds, it's just like, you know, underneath out of bounds, supposed to be on the ball. They get the ball, you know, that's the one timeout that'll probably haunt me just to regroup our guys. You know, you lose that game, they hit a half, you know, kind of a 30-footer, bank one in. We had one there. Texas, we had one. The other places are tough places to win. Baylor, Texas Tech, Kansas, you know, West Virginia. You know, Oklahoma played well for the half. Texas, TCU, I thought we played really well. You know, so that's 3 games, you know, you have 3-4 games. It's winning on the road is tough in our league, and I mean, you know, we've had teams that have been able to have winning records on the road, and we've had teams that have struggled on the road, and you know, I think experience is obviously a major factor in that.